How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical, this is Perkins, let's get to it. So party people, I know you're worried, I know you're scared, let me embrace you. We have the big bad bugs that are coming for us. However, the temperatures are getting colder, so it's basically just a waiting game to the form of when the big spiders start getting, well basically if I go to the little spiders we can see this hyperthermic slowdown. Once the big ones get that, it's no real risk to us. However, we've got a long way to go. Now the first thing we're going to do is just have a look at our zone that we're actually allowing everyone to go in. Now we are going to try and get a few traps up. If time permits us, it would be great to actually get or start to improve this kill box to give it some more layers of traps and stuff like that, mainly just to deal with these. Now, Tail and Yoko are down through food poisoning. Don't look at me. It was definitely Perkins' fault. Okay, Perkins is going to do that. I don't really want you wasting time mining that. What I wouldn't actually mind you doing is... Do I want you to haul steel? Yeah, if you're going back to rest anyway, come haul some steel. That's absolutely fine. And then I'm going to leave this door open and this door open. And basically it worked a treat last episode, and when these bugs actually get aggro, they come this side of the mountain and then they lose aggro like up here. Now, one concern that we are going to have is if there is an attack, if the hives get set on fire, as we've seen numerous times in my Let's Plays. Like, at this point I love bugs. Like, at this point it's probably fetishized by me. Like, I think someone needs to send help. Now, so we've got a little bit of time. If Yoko and Tail can get back on our feet, that gives us, you know, some opportunity. Now, hydroponics is basically saving our bacon at the moment. The only thing I have noticed is I might actually get rid of this outside zone because we don't actually have a beacon on it at the moment. So no, we don't have a beacon in here, do we? Yeah, we do. We have a beacon in here. So actually, I won't do that for the time being. So a trader would be nice. We want a lot of things to go our way this episode, it has to be said. And all that trying to maintain, like, living next to our, you know, friendly neighborhood bugs. Making sure breakdowns doesn't happen. So it's basically going to be what Randy chucks at us. I mean, like... The problem is I don't know if there's anything Randy will chuck at us raid-wise that would deal with these bugs. Like, mechs would be fun, but I think the mechs would just target the hives, that's the problem. Like, some ciphers, if we got attacked with, like, 20 ciphers, that would be pretty damaging to the bugs. But it's just going to be a case of we've got to play our game. And we've just got to do it to the best of our ability. Now... It is worth noting, and I feel like I have to start every episode. This wasn't our fault this time, though. This was a quest. This was a quest where it was like a random attack, and it happened to be a bug spawn. At that time, we couldn't deal with it, which we probably should have tried to deal with it. And here we go. We see the bugs. This is what happens when they get agitated. Not really sure what causes their agitation, in all honesty. But yeah, we'll speed free it because they'll de-aggro. Luckily, the majority of their force wants to come in our open door policy over here. So that's working really nicely. Now, the worst case scenario is then if a raid drops in here, that's... Oh, roof collapse. That creates us a lot of issues. You know, if a raid comes in here, it's absolutely perfect. If a raid does come over here, the only other thing that we are going to do is Perkins has a jetpack. So Perkins will jetpack around the map, skipping, singing... Well, singing as bugs are chasing to eat her, but you get the point. We can also wake up these pikemen up here, which are not going to do tons of damage because the bugs will just get them into melee straight away. So, you know, if Randy wants to hit me with a raid of like 100 tribes people or with melee people, to be fair, I don't even think they would. I don't even think they would win. No, there's 40 of them alone. Yeah, so there's 40 of them. So there's 85 bugs that we have to deal with. So we're trying to get some traps because the traps do sort of do help. However, with understanding them numbers, it's not great, let's be honest. But, you know, the numbers are what the numbers are. It's a case of we need to play our game, stay safe, improve. The minute Tail and Yoko get back on their feet, that's going to be a big bonus. And Perkins is doing all Perkins can. As always, she Here we go, the bugs are aggro again. We do have to keep an eye on them. Because look, now the bugs... Because when they just start damaging walls, we have to make sure we are repairing them. Because an unrepaired wall is not a good wall. And then we just have to make sure these do de-aggro. Perkins does need to be woken up just to make sure she is repairing that. Because the walls that we're not repaired or we're not paying attention to, they're the ones that are going to cause us the most problems. But again, as long as most of the force is coming this way, that's absolutely fine. We're getting sort of into the zone where we're going to have to shut a door. But the problem is if a raid comes in over here now and the bugs aren't home, they'll burn all their hives, and that basically means the bugs are going to be aggro, you know, for the rest of their life. They're still coming for us. Okay, so these are coming round here to this open door. They really don't like us at the minute. I don't know if we can get to that door in time. We can shut this door in time. I'll get Perkins over to do it. Just would actually prefer them to actually de-aggro for a minute. So let's shut all the doors. The problem with shutting all the doors is that then they target the walls. So it's not as easy as just shut the doors and hope for the best, because then they target the walls and, you know, our perimeter isn't exactly the safest. Six minutes through and we're still alive, so that's not too shabby. So there's going to be a lot of pausing, going down to speed 1s and stuff like that. Tail's starving. Oh, she is eating. Okay, after you do that tail, I'm going to hold left shift, equipped heavy SMG. Because we need to make sure everyone's got guns where possible, and where Tail and Yoko have been down there. Yoko's up, so once Yoko sorts that, hold left shift just so we can queue up equipping your heavy SMGs. Now, I would prefer not to leave this map, although I know a lot of people might be calling for it. You know, this is our home. We've left the home once. And home is where the heart is, and I feel like the heart is here. Yeah, here they come. Just trying to think of the best way to deal with this. So what I'm going to do... The under attack zone, I'm just going to change. I don't really know what's agitating the bugs. I don't know if it is the cold weather. And the fact that, like, all their friends have, like, gone down. Problem is, I need to make sure these walls are covered. So then our colony repairs them. Because that's the thing that's going to get us here. Is if they get in before we can repair a wall. We will be in a little bit of trouble. So here we go. They're de-aggroing. Come on, I need a big de-aggro. I need the majority of these to come over here, then I can open this door. And then we can play this fun little kiss chase game all over again. Luckily, where we've been telling our colonists to stay inside... due to this, you know, organised lockdown, because we have two constructors that are prioritising construction, we're relatively safe. However, our walls can't maintain an attack where they're all attacking the walls. With the doors open, at least they're, like, targeting something weird like that wooden wall or probably that geothermal generator. Right, so there we are. They're all back. So this is actually good because then we just open the doors again. There's no worries. Area 1 allowed. Perkins. Come open these doors as quick as anything. There we go. Yeah, these bugs just don't want to love us. Right. So these granite walls that are being replaced in here, please don't waste your time with them. Our main priority is getting some steel, and as we can see here, there is a gap in our defence. It's not crazy because it is sort of a perimeter wall in a perimeter wall. However, then the hydroponics would be at risk. I'm just going to allow this area. I don't mind us going in here. But yeah, hydroponics, us losing that at this point would be actually very devastating. just for the pure fact of how many resources that actually took us to actually get up. Right, Yoko, where are you going? You're just going to get some blocks. I believe, because I noticed this in the recording, which I wish I've noticed earlier, it's because when I did the bills for this, I didn't actually copy them over to the other one. I wish you could, like, and tell me if there's a mod where you can, like, link workshop benches. So, like, you don't have to set bills more than once. You set them once, they're absolutely done. Okay, we've still got all our food done. Now, until we get a raid, we're not going to see the benefits of us having all this rice, but it's basically going to be able to make sure that human meat goes a little bit further. Okay, Tail is getting some traps up. Sorry for the wide view, but we do need to keep an eye on these bugs. And because it's not an event when they get aggro, the game wouldn't pause automatically, so we do have to watch them. At this point, are we stalking them or are they stalking us? Like, I'm not really sure. The difference is my stalking them doesn't, you know, hurt them. Let's see if... I mean, it's minus 30 odd. It looks like it's going to have to get a lot colder. We do know our winters can... I'm pretty sure they hit like minus 70. I know they're hitting the minus 60s. At that temperature, once these slow down, then we will go out and bug hunt. But it's a case of we need to get into proper winter. So until then... I mean, moods are okay in the colony considering we're a cannibal colony and we haven't had human meat in a very long time. We are sort of feeding ourselves off rice and bug meat, which, I'll be honest, isn't the most appetizing starter you've ever had when you've gone out for dinner. A combat supplier is not what we want, but we will see what they have to trade. Luckily, we're jumping back on the research. So let's have a look what combat the supplies they have. It would have been better to get a bulk good trader just because we would have been able to sell a lot of our human leather parkas, which is our main money. They have components. I'll take all your components and I'll take some medicine for a rainy day. There's no reason not to. The problem is that doesn't really give us any more money to do anything else. So we'll just accept that trade and be done with it. So I'll cautiously go back on a speed 3. So far, here we go. So here they come again. Again, I don't mind when a few come down this way. I believe, for some reason, they're just trying to come round this way. You know, and if a couple hit some traps on the way through, you know. I just don't know what's agitating them. The only thing I can assume is because the little ones are in this, like, slowdown, that's agitating them. I'm not really too sure. But it is what it is. Right, Tail building more traps. The problem is I'm on constant, like, babysitting duty now because we need to come outside to repair traps and stuff. Again, it's not going to be the be-all and end-all, but if these bugs' hives get destroyed and we've got to fully attack them, like, it's going to be when I say fully attack them, I basically mean, like, open doors, try and get 5 dead, shut that door, go to the other door, and then it's a game of can we kill them quicker than they can break through our granite walls, do you know what I mean? The problem with that is we will lose hydroponics, we will lose some resources, and it will be deadly to us. But it's going to be like, you know, what will be, will be. Que sera. No, stop it. Right, I just can't help it. The album just writes itself, though. Do you know what I mean, pie people? But I mean, you get both sides of Tazastical. You get the scared, the colony is going to be over, I'm a failure, I'm useless, why do I play this game, I make guides for this game, I haven't completed this game on my channel yet. That Tazastical. And you get the, you know, the singing, the dancing, the pizzazz, the jazz hands. Look, the bugs, I wonder if it's my singing that agitates these bugs. They're mad at something. I'd love to know what they're targeting. I might click on one. I don't know if they're targeting like a colonist, a building. I'm going to click on them next time they're angry. I don't think it will tell me though. Because I'd love to know what they're prioritising. Like, are they prioritising this geothermal generator because that looks tasty? Looks nice. Looks juicy, the generator. Look at it. Look at the little cherry chip. No, it's just weird. Tail clearly is suicidal. Just leave her to her. You're forgetting we've got a squad of girls. And to be fair, the girls are doing the business. Okay, we're actually getting some traps up, so that is nice. The problem is we're not able to just fly on speed 3 with this deadly threat that does keep spawning, we might add. If we can get the traps up, basically the goal of this episode, if we can get all these traps up, we can then make another layer of this. Then we can get some more traps up, which, you know, would be golden. So if I click on, will it tell me? No. Ooh. Okay. I wonder if it's not the big boys, but the medium boys are starting to get this slowdown now. And that's what we want. We need it to get cold. Okay, we might be in business here, party people. Every day that ticks by, the cold weather is getting colder. That's sort of how it goes. You know, I'm pointing out the obvious here. But that's what we want when we get into winter. And then when we get into winter, then we need to prioritise how we are killing these fools. And we will pity the fool that decided to spawn on our map. Yeah, I wonder if they're getting agi because the medium boys are getting this slowdown now. Just wish I knew what they were targeting. Just because I feel like we could do something funky-dunky with that, do you know what I mean? Something a bit cheesy cheese. Not full cheddar cheese, but maybe a little bit of brie, and we could work out. Because in an ideal situation, if they weren't so negative, we could live together in harmony now. The good thing to note is the medium boys, because their movement is 20%, they're useless. Like, I can go prod them with a stick and they ain't going to do nothing. The problem is the big boys are not being effective yet. Actually, it should tell me, shouldn't it? Yeah, you click on the information tasticle. Come on. -40. So we're going to need this at like -50 to really get them. And outside it's -40. Sad thing is it doesn't kill them. It just makes their moving. So you look at these little ones. Their movement is at 0%. Now, I hate to make you suck a lemon, but what that means is we can literally kick them in the face and they can't move to do anything. Now, I'm assuming that means we can get into melee with them and then they can't hit us back. I'm assuming just because they have this little exclamation mark, it looks like they're basically done. We will, however, shoot them just in case because what we know about our weather is very, you know, it gets very cold, but summertime, it can get quite warm. All right, these bugs are coming round. Okay, I'm happy with this so far. 2 people are on research, which is really important to get research underway again. We are researching mortars, so that would be very nicely. That will go very nicely. That will be very nice. One of the nicest. Okay, I might actually tell everyone to stay inside just for the time being. Just because I don't want someone coming up here to try and get this steel, and then the bugs say, how do you do? We're looking at that temperature, we're at -41 now. We need these big beastie boys to feel the cold. Another combat supplier. Like, I appreciate you, Randy, I really do. I really do appreciate you. But I really could do with a bulk good trader. Is Tail going to have to come shut this door? Tail. Code red. Code red. Right, we shut the door, so they always instantly de-aggro because I think the AI gets a bit confused. So it's like, let's say they were targeting the geothermal generator. We shut the door, it removes that aggro, they walk back. How long they walk back for is another thing. Like here, then they get agitated, and then they attack walls, whatever they can. Now's the problem where we're in trouble. Because the problem that we're in now is the cold weather is annoying them, but it's not doing enough to stop them. And now they're just targeting any wall they see fit. So now we're at the mercy of the game. Hide inside. I need to make sure that is highlighting the walls, so then they fix the walls if the walls are damaged. because that's going to be what takes us out. It's going to be a wall that's damaged that I don't realise. We need a big de-aggro. We need like, we're rolling in the casino. We've put all the money on black. We need a big black. I should probably think before I talk sometimes. Like, it just goes weird. It gets weird. It gets weird too quickly. Too quickly. Okay, they're de-aggroing. We've got to open the doors because I don't want them annoyed where they're just attacking walls. I want them to come through the open door. I want big black and I want them to come through the door. Like, is this R-rated at this point, party people? Like, cover your ears. It's dirty. It's a mess, but we're doing well. I'm nervous, party people. I'm nervous. Okay. Talking about nerves, here they come again. They are unrelenting. But this is the best. Like, this is the best thing we could do. This is the best thing we can do. At night, it will get colder. We just need their speed impacted. Because what we've got to... Oh, the medium boys are down. The medium boys are down and out. We have only the big boys to take care of. We took care of the little boys, we took care of the medium boys, and now we've got to take care of the big boys. Like, party people, I am just playing Rimworld, and I mean, that would mean a lot if it wasn't Rimworld, if it wasn't that wasn't the game's name. I feel like this episode has just gone downhill, and there's no saving it. But don't worry, Perkins will save the series, as she has saved us so many times. That was a good segue out of that awkwardness, and we can just pretend that never happened. Right. Let's let everyone in area 1, because we do have traps that we still want to get putting out. We are so close to the creme de la creme, I don't know if that's how you say it, of saving this series. Okay. Edit our zone ever so slightly. Because we know the bugs do come over here. I don't want us pushed too far over. Yeah, I am playing Rimworld. I'm not just... I don't know what I'm doing. Living out my fantasies. I don't know at this point. I don't want our colonists to get caught with these bugs in constant aggro. Like, Tail, just come get some steel and come home. Big boys are not affected yet. We didn't look at the combat supplies because we had no silver, so there was no real point to look at it. It would have more been to cry. Now, when it gets cold, we are going to have to put our cold winter coats on, and we will go slay these. I'm hoping the big boys do get affected by the cold. That's what we've got to hope. I'm going to call them mega spiders now because it's just weird, okay? So we want to hope that the mega spiders do get affected by the cold. Like, it says that it does on their information. I'm going to trust the game. I'm going to trust that little information thing. So it's currently minus 47. No effects so far. Okay, coming in close. Vass, can you come shut some doors, please? Should really get Perkins to do this just because she has a jetpack. The problem is when they get to about here, this is when our tricks are done. And this is when we actually have to panic. You know, this is, you know, the worry. We're in a currently worry zone. You know, if we can get a big de-aggro, that would be fine, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it. What we could do is open another door to bring them down here. Yes. Shut that door. I'm pointing at the screen. Shut that door, open this door. Suddenly their aggro's down here. The problem with it being open down here is actually we're in like a state where we can permanently cheese them by keep opening and shutting doors. Which, let's be honest, isn't the worst strategy we've ever got. And to be honest, I'm going to give myself a little bit of credit. It's actually a little bit intelligent. Just a little bit, because we didn't actually do this on purpose. This is fully trial and error. Let's not beat around the bush. Then we open this door. It's all so they don't destroy the walls. Okay. Currently minus 42. That's fine. That's fine. It's getting colder. It's getting colder. We've taken out... It's just the mega spiders left. We've taken out the mega scarabs. We've taken out the... Like, my dyslexia will not allow me to... That's why I went with, like, the small boys, medium boys, and big boys, but... Do you know what I mean? Like... medium bugs? Let's go medium bugs. Maybe that's not as weird. That's just a bit dumb rather than weird. And to be fair, it's probably on brand, so we'll go with that. Right, hopefully we can go with a little bit of speed 3. The threat is nearly nullified. And then we are on course to do well. Now, I think we will get rid of all the bugs. Because, don't get me wrong, like 70% of me is like, keep some of the hives up and you can still use it for defense, you know, against raiders and stuff. And the other part of me is like, please learn your lesson. They are killing you. You know, that's a flashback to the series where I literally tried to live with a hive of like 200 bugs. Went really well. Went really, really well. To be fair, it went surprisingly well for a surprising amount of time. No, this highlights the need for the kill box, but again, you know, we have the planning for the kill box here, like, and then they went and spoiled it all by doing something stupid like spawning there. Okay, minus 45, but we're going to need like minus 50 and over to sort of really see stuff happen. We are getting research done, so that's the only good thing about our setup at the moment, and why I've started to put more than one research bench, because I never usually done that, is at least where you're getting downtime like here, we're still managing to progress. And that's the important thing. We don't want to stagnate as a colony. And to be fair, then it's sort of like, then it ramps up. Like, since we've made this move onto this map, progress has been pretty decent, we have to say. Like, all jokes aside. Minus... I thought it was getting really cold then, but the temperature's dropping a little bit. Medium psychic drone isn't great. We really don't want to see a breakdown here of like a wanderer or something. We will probably have to arrest that person, beat them up and whatnot to get them out of it. Because what we don't want is them wandering into the bugs. Luckily, the rice situation has kept our food really great. So, you know, hats off to you party people from letting me know about hydroponics. I know it's not the best hydroponics setup. I like to be efficient to a degree, not to where I feel like you're just like being a bit... My base to look nice. This looks pleasant. Let me have this one thing, party people. Right. Temperatures are dropping. Wait. Have all these bugs died? No. They are dormant. Okay. Yeah, then we kill all the bugs. And then we've got bug meat we can do whatever we want with. Sell it. Chem fuel out of it, whatever we want. I think Randy has been extraordinarily kind to us this episode, so we need a round of applause to Randy this episode. Randy could have wiped us out at any point. Oh, look, we're having a party. Like, oh, it's a party atmosphere in this place. Oh. They are lucky to be my colonists. Do you know what I mean? They're lucky. Lucky little scoundrels. To be fair, they're more lucky Perkins hasn't eaten them, let's be honest. That's probably why they're a party. It's like, you know, like in the workplace where you've got like days without an injury? We've got days where Perkins hasn't eaten a colonist. Okay, we just need... The party's finished. Of course it has. Of course it has. Everyone's loving life. We've got some bugs here, so I don't want to go into area 1 yet. And this is the good thing about our setup of allowing everyone at any point to research. Now, yes, we do prioritise the people that research, or are the people that are better at researching first. I couldn't get my words out then. But allowing everyone to do it, like, everyone's research is pretty good. You're like 5, 8, like... So 15 and 9 on the people with slight passion, and then 8... and 5 on the other two, like, because my whole thing is I'd rather you do something than nothing. Rice has died because of the cold. Is it just too cold in here now? Yeah, it is. I said that really sarcastically. Okay, we'll put another heater in. That's absolutely fine. Bit negative for fine. I thought the combination of one heater and the geothermal generator would have done it, but no. But that's okay. That's okay. I'd rather know now. We've still got the food, and we're about to be in like massive culling territory of these bugs, where we're going to be able to get a lot of bug meat. Yeah, very, very strong. Very strong. This is how we needed this episode to go. It honestly couldn't have went better. Right, so these heaters are trying to get to 21 degrees. Yeah, good luck with that. It might get even too cold in here for 2 heaters. I mean, it's -7. Does it tell me what... Okay, yeah, so minimum growth is 0, so okay. The problem is it's going to get a hell of a lot colder. So we might actually build another heater. Because, I mean, we can always turn them on and off as needed. But hydroponics are too important to not look after, so if we need to spend a little bit more resources on making sure the temperature is perfect and doesn't drop, I feel like that's quite sensible. We're actually completing a research. Say it ain't so. There is a mad snow hare. Where? We will probably have to take that out. I'm so going to forget about it, and I need to end the episode. I'm going to forget about it next episode. It's going to eat us all in our sleep. I will set up another research while we're at it. Precision rifling wouldn't be terrible. Carpets wouldn't be terrible, however we are not really getting cloth in. Drug production, like, does our religion accept drugs? I'm just thinking in the form of like go-go juice and stuff like that, the bugs are aggro. I mean, the bugs are always aggro. It's not really a news flash at this point. Like Nutra paste. I feel like I don't respect Nutra paste as much as I should. We're going to go precision, right? Is that really what we want to do? We're going to go solar panels. No, that's not... We don't need power, though. What do we need? Let's go precision rifle and let's just do it. I think it's when I get to this part of the research, I don't really know what to prioritise where. So I think we're going to go precision rifling because our only concern at the moment is perhaps we don't have the firepower if we need to do stuff. That is what I'm thinking, but who knows, party people, that might change. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And me and Perkins will see you next time, party people. Bye.